Hello and welcome. In this tutorial, we're going to go through how to set up Angular UI router. This allows us to change what we are showing on the screen based on which page the user is on. So let's go ahead and create a scenario. So let's say in our page we have two buttons. Class is equal to button primary. This is from Bootstrap classes. And let's say we call this home. And then we have another button. Actually, same thing. I need to change the text. Let's say this is browse for browsing the paintings, and they go on the website, they see these two buttons, but nothing changes when they click on it. We're still nothing changes. So to be able to change what the user sees based on which one they're on, we have to add use router. So let's go to Google, search for Angular UI router CDN, and go to this link, cdnjs.com. Then you can just copy the one with the min.js one, paste it in the browser, and go ahead and save it. So file save page as. You should get the .js file to save, and we're gonna save it in the lib folder of our project. All right. So let's go back to our project. So now we need to import it in the HTML file. So we're just gonna copy it, the script tag, and we're gonna import it. Okay, so that's the first step. We just need one more step, then we can start using it. Let's go to our application. So okay, first let's take a moment. So first we don't need a controller right now. We can just remove it. So this is our application. I'm gonna declare as const app is equal to. This way it makes it a little easier what I'm about to do. Then we're gonna add here UI.router. Okay, so this is basically all we need to do. Now we can start using routing. So let's go ahead and create some routes. To create routes, you need to go app.config. Okay, and that takes a function, and the function you pass it state provider. This is like a built-in thing that it passes automatically because we injected UI.router. All right, so now we can start declaring our routes. Okay, so let's start with the home route. We're gonna go state provider.state. We're gonna call it home. Let's make it capital, and the second parameter is an object. It has a URL, so /home. So when the user go to /home, they get to this one, and then we have the template. We can just say welcome to home. Okay, so just an h1 tag, very basic, and yep, that should be good for now. So this is our first state. Let's have another state so we can switch between them. So we can just copy that and change this to browse, and then call this browse. Okay, welcome to browse. All right, so the next thing we need to do is we need to have a way to switch between these states, because right now there's no way for the application to know which state we're in and how to switch between them. And to do that, it's just very simple. The only thing we need to do is add UI-sref to the buttons. And in here, we just put the name of the state. So home is the name of the state we give. So it's gonna be home. So when you click on this button, they're gonna go to the home state. And same with this one, we're just gonna use the browse, of course. So browse is our other name. Okay, so that should be set up now. Let's go ahead and try it out. So refresh the page. Okay, we don't have a controller, so actually let's just remove this. And actually one more thing I forgot is, so for to use UI router, we just have to add UI view. So once we add that, anything in this state will be rendered here. So just to show how it works, we're gonna just have an h1 tag. Okay, before, and after. So everything that we define in this state here, it should render between before and after. All right, so now we should be ready to go and test it out. So let's go. There we go, perfect. So we're in welcome to browse. The URL says browse, Let's try home. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Yes, okay, it worked. So as you can see, it changed the URL and it changed the state. So the text changed to the home state. All right, let's take things a step further. Let's add some logic to our different routes. So to do that, we're gonna need to use things called controllers. So first of all, let's create a new folder called controllers. And in here, we're gonna add two new files, home.js and browse.js. These are gonna have the logic for home and browse. So to add a controller, you do angular.module and the name of your application. All right, and then you do dot controller. To controller, you first put the name of the controller, home control, and now you put an array which has some dependencies you're injecting. So this controller is going to have access to scope, and also do it like that. And now we're ready. So what is scope? So let's do like scope.message. It's basically like declaring a variable. Okay, so this is basically the same as this, except you can now access this message variable in the HTML file or HTML part of the controller. So to access that, I'm going to show you how. So let's go to here. So to access this variable, you just use double curly brackets and you put the name of the variable that's defined within scope. So scope.message, this should be having access to that. Okay, there's just one more step. We need to actually link this home controller with this route. So there's nowhere right now it knows this home belongs to this one. So to do that, we're gonna have to go here and add controller. And we just put the name of the controller. Okay, and then we need to import the controller in the scripts. So we just have controllers slash home.js. Okay, let's just do the same for browse over here. All right, so let's go to here and see. Yeah, as you can see, the content of the message was displayed in the place of the variable. So hello from controller of home, which is exactly the value we gave to the scope.message variable. All right, so let's do the same with browse controller. Okay, hello from, let's just say browse my paintings. Okay, so that's a different message for that one. And here, welcome to browse. And this can be actually different. Let's just put like a paragraph. And then again, we have the message. All right, now we need to say that this thing has a controller with the name of browse control. All right, now we have already imported it, so let's go ahead and check it out. So we go to browse. Okay, I think I missed a step. Browse control, let's make sure I have this correct. Okay, so my mistake was I misspelled controller. Now it should work. Yep, so browse, and yep, so depending on which one you choose, different logic gets executed. And I also added a console.log, which basically prints the value in here. So when you go to browse, it says in browse controller in the bottom. Okay, so that's the tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment, and I'll see you next time.